The excitement around the Chicago Bears this season has been nothing short of electric. Few expected the Bears to be where they are right now, climbing toward the top of the division under the fresh leadership of Ben Johnson. From the very start, Johnson has made a bold statement, transforming not only the offensive approach, but the very culture of the team. His impact has been immediately noticeable, and it's clear that he has built an environment where players believe in the system and in each other. Even with the challenges of a roster that has faced its share of injuries, the Bears have managed to hold their ground and show growth on both sides of the ball. Caleb Williams, for instance, has had moments of inconsistency, evident in his sub-60% completion rate at times, but his development in this offense is clear. He's making key plays when it matters, showing the kind of composure and timing that can carry a team through tight contests. Defensively, despite being somewhat shorthanded, Dennis Allen has guided the unit to improvement, and the special teams, led by Tim Hightower, have taken strides forward. There's a sense of cohesion here that's been missing in previous seasons, and Bears fans are experiencing a level of optimism that has been rare in recent years. The coaching has truly set the tone for Chicago's resurgence. Ben Johnson isn't just calling plays. He's crafting an identity for the team. His offensive vision has breathed life into the squad, giving them a clear path forward and instilling confidence in players who might have been unsure under prior leadership. The Bears' defense has also shown flashes of brilliance, with Dennis Allen orchestrating schemes that keep opponents guessing, even when the team has been hit with injuries. And the unsung heroes, those players who step up in crucial moments, week after week, highlight the depth and adaptability of this roster. Every tight game seems to feature a player who rises from the shadows to make a decisive contribution, a testament to both talent and preparation. It's no surprise that the team's culture has become a talking point. The belief that each player, from starters to backups, has a role to play is tangible on the field. As the season progresses, the stakes only get higher, especially as Chicago faces marquee matchups like their upcoming clash with the Philadelphia Eagles. This game carries weight not just in the standings, but in the narrative of the NFC playoff race. The Eagles, with their storied history and high-powered offense, are always a formidable opponent, and yet the Bears have shown the ability to rise to the occasion. Chicago's recent performances suggest a team that's learning quickly, adjusting to challenges, and capitalizing on opportunities. The media attention, the national broadcast on Amazon Prime Video, and the excitement around primetime games all add to the intensity. But this Bears team appears unfazed by the spotlight. They're focused, disciplined, and increasingly confident in their ability to compete with the league's elite. Meanwhile, the Eagles, despite their impressive record, have faced their own set of challenges this year. Philadelphia has displayed flashes of brilliance, but also moments of inconsistency that have made their games unpredictable. Penalties have been a recurring problem, often erasing explosive plays and stalling momentum at critical junctures. Their offensive line, which was a dominant force last year, has struggled to replicate that level of performance, particularly in the interior, which has hindered both their running and passing game. Even with stars like Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts, the team has found it difficult to sustain the type of consistent dominance that defined their previous seasons. Running lanes have been clogged, protection has faltered, and explosive plays have been harder to come by, highlighting the ongoing struggle to maintain the precision and balance that has made them successful in the past. Saquon Barkley, despite the scrutiny surrounding his performance, continues to be a central figure in the Eagles' offense. His yards before contact have dropped significantly compared to last season, a metric that underscores how quickly he is met by defenders and how challenging it has become to establish a rhythm on the ground. The inability to consistently run the football not only limits scoring opportunities, but also affects clock management, forcing the offense into high-pressure situations more frequently. And while Jalen Hurts has been remarkably efficient in terms of touchdowns and ball security, his performance has mirrored the team's inconsistencies, with hot and cold stretches that complicate the offensive flow. Philadelphia's approach, often conservative by design, seeks to minimize mistakes and rely on talent to win games. Yet, against teams that generate explosive plays, this philosophy is tested. The Bears, with their ability to create big moments, pose exactly the kind of challenge that could exploit the Eagles' occasional rigidity. Despite these concerns, the Eagles remain a top-tier team in the league, and their recent matchups illustrate both their potential and the areas where improvement is needed. They excel in red zone efficiency, but struggle with third-down conversions and penalties that come at inopportune times. Long gains are sometimes negated by infractions, disrupting momentum and requiring repeated efforts to regain advantage. The coaching staff, led by Nick Sirianni, continues to emphasize fundamentals and turnover management, a principle that has been a cornerstone of their success over the years. Winning the turnover battle has historically correlated strongly with victories, and Philadelphia's focus on taking care of the football remains a critical element of their strategy. However, in games where the conservative approach backfires, the team's limitations become apparent, creating opportunities for disciplined and aggressive opponents like the Bears. Chicago's Caleb Williams embodies the new wave of Bears football. His development reflects the scheme's adaptability, his ability to extend plays, and his growing confidence in reading defenses. Mistakes happen, but the framework of the offense ensures that even imperfect plays can lead to positive outcomes. His sack avoidance has been impressive, a significant improvement over previous struggles, and his grasp of timing and progression demonstrates both personal growth and effective coaching. The Bears' offense has found a rhythm that complements their defensive identity, and together they present a balanced challenge that makes them a legitimate contender in the division. The interplay between emerging talent, disciplined coaching, and strategic flexibility is what has brought the Bears to this point, and it creates a sense of anticipation as the season continues toward its most pivotal matchups. Looking ahead, weather, game location, and situational factors will add layers of complexity to the upcoming Eagles-Bears matchup. A slick field or colder temperatures could influence the style of play, emphasizing the importance of preparation and adaptability. Both teams bring explosive capability, but the ability to protect the football and capitalize on opportunities will be paramount. Chicago's point differential, while slightly negative, is misleading given their early season losses and the number of close contests they have endured. They thrive in tight games, demonstrating poise and resilience that belies their record in terms of points allowed. The combination of strong coaching, emerging playmakers, and a supportive fan base positions the Bears as a team capable of challenging the status quo, while the Eagles must contend with both internal inconsistencies and the external pressure of maintaining their dominance. Every element of this matchup, from offensive line battles to quarterback decisions, will be magnified under the primetime spotlight. The storylines are compelling. A resurgent Bears squad, led by a young, dynamic coach, an Eagles team striving to regain its offensive rhythm. The clash of explosive talent versus disciplined execution. Fans on both sides are poised for a thrilling encounter, and the narrative surrounding the game reflects not only the stakes of single contest, but the broader implications for the NFC playoff picture. Chicago has proven it can compete. Philadelphia is still elite, and the collision of these two forces promises a game filled with strategy, momentum swings, and moments that could define the season for either franchise. As the anticipation builds for the Bears versus Eagles matchup, it's impossible not to appreciate the storylines that make this game so compelling. Chicago has transformed over the course of the season, finding identity and purpose under Ben Johnson. He has instilled a mentality of aggression and calculated risk-taking, and it's paying dividends in games that demand precision and resilience. Caleb Williams, in particular, embodies the evolution of this team. His ability to make critical throws under pressure, to keep plays alive, and to navigate complex defensive schemes has been a revelation. Every week, he demonstrates growth, not just in statistics, but in the understanding of the game, timing, and leadership. Even when he misses a read or throws off target, the play is often still sound, and that consistency in decision-making underpins the Bears' offensive success. It's this calculated execution that allows a team with some gaps in personnel to consistently compete against top-tier opponents. Meanwhile, the Eagles enter the matchup with high expectations, tempered by some noticeable inconsistencies. Philadelphia's offensive machine, led by Jalen Hurts, has been dominant in stretches, but it hasn't always maintained the rhythm that a top contender requires. The offensive line has struggled to provide the same level of protection and running lanes as in previous seasons, and penalties have repeatedly interrupted momentum. Long plays that should swing the field in the Eagles' favor have been undone by infractions, leaving fans frustrated and questioning how a team with so much talent can struggle in seemingly simple execution. Yet, Philadelphia's commitment to winning the turnover battle remains a core principle of their strategy, and when executed, it has consistently tilted outcomes in their favor. The challenge for this matchup is whether the Eagles can combine their explosive potential with cleaner execution to handle a Bears team that is disciplined, aggressive, and increasingly confident. The dynamics of this game are fascinating because both teams excel in different ways. Chicago thrives in explosive plays, generating momentum through high-risk, high-reward moments. They are opportunistic, patient, and capable of capitalizing on small advantages. The Eagles, by contrast, have historically sought to dominate through structure, talent, and minimizing mistakes. However, when that strategy meets a team like the Bears, which is unafraid to force the pace and challenge every assumption, the game transforms into a test of adaptability. Fans are in for a strategic chess match, as well as a physical battle. Every matchup, from the offensive line battles to the secondary coverage schemes, will be tested under the bright lights of primetime football. It's a clash not just of talent, but of philosophies, and it promises to deliver drama from the first snap to the last whistle. Caleb Williams' development is particularly noteworthy because it highlights the Bears' commitment to coaching, growth, and player confidence. Each decision he makes is backed by preparation, film study, and situational awareness. His ability to extend plays, avoid sacks, and execute on-time throws reflects not only personal improvement, but also the strength of the system Johnson has implemented. This kind of quarterback growth is crucial for Chicago, especially when facing a team like the Eagles that can punish mistakes quickly. The Bears' offense may not always be flawless, but it's consistent enough to create scoring opportunities and maintain pressure on the opposition. Every player on the roster understands their role and how it contributes to the collective goal, and that unity has been one of the defining aspects of their season. For the Eagles, adjustments will be necessary to counteract Chicago's momentum. Nick Sirianni and Kevin Patchello will need to decide whether to stick with a conservative approach or to open the playbook to counter the Bears' explosiveness. Philadelphia's talent gives them the potential to dominate, but only if they can protect the football, minimize penalties, and execute both the running and passing game effectively. Jalen Hurts has shown the ability to make game-changing plays, but his success is dependent on a cohesive line and effective blocking schemes. The challenge this week is whether the Eagles can integrate their explosive talent into a clean, balanced performance that neutralizes Chicago's pressure and takes advantage of any defensive lapses. This game could very well test the identity of the Eagles' offense, pushing them to be more adaptive and dynamic than they have been in recent weeks. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Philadelphia is buzzing with a rumor that refuses to fade. The Eagles may have quietly reached an agreement with star defensive tackle Quinnen Williams, a move insiders describe as nothing menos than a power play aimed at reshaping the entire identity of the defense. Though no official confirmation has surfaced, whispers coming out of team circles suggest that the front office has been unusually active behind closed doors, fueling speculation that a blockbuster defensive addition is imminent. According to people close to the situation, the Eagles have been laser-focused on bringing a dominant presence to the heart of their defensive line. The name that keeps surfacing is Williams, whose combination of strength, quickness, and disruptive instincts has turned him into one of the most feared interior defenders in the league. Some within the organization reportedly believe he could be the missing piece, a force capable of anchoring a unit that has struggled with consistency and physicality. What's intensifying the chatter is the confidence with which certain insiders speak. They claim the deal is all but done, describing long conversations, enthusiastic mutual interest, and a plan already forming for how Williams would fit into the scheme. In these murmured reports, coaches are said to be thrilled about the possibility of building a fully aggressive front designed around Williams' ability to collapse pockets and clog running lanes. Fans, naturally, are already imagining the impact. Social media has turned into a swirl of excitement and skepticism, with some convinced the move signals the beginning of a new era of defensive dominance, while others caution that until a pen meets paper, everything remains uncertain. Still, the rumor carries weight, and the tone around team facilities hints that something significant may indeed be in motion. If the whispers prove true, the Eagles may be positioning themselves for a defensive resurgence, one built around a player capable of dictating games from the interior. For now, the city waits, listening for any sign that the rumble surrounding Quinnen Williams is about to become reality. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.